Pleasant morning to my dear lovable students. I hope you all are fine. In this conversation, we are going to continuation of example from equivalence relation. I am moving to example 1.13. Question: in the set of z integer, define m related n if m minus n is a multiple of 12. Prove that or is an equivalence relation. So, what is the meaning of equivalence relation? Reflexive, transitive, symmetric. Each and every type is satisfied means we can say that is called equivalence relation. Okay, first I am moving to reflexive. So, reflexive means what is the meaning? So, A related to A, that is already we know that is for all A comma A, isn't it? The condition, if it example 1, 2, 3 is there means 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3 satisfied means. But the given relation m related to n means we can consider for m related to m. So, m related to m means we can consider m minus n. We have taken m related to m means definitely we can say m minus m, isn't it? So, m minus m. So, m minus m definitely value will be 0. So, how to split the 0? Multiple of 12. So, multiple of 12 means definitely we can say 0 into 12 also we have value 0. Therefore, we can say it is reflexive. It is reflexive. Second term, symmetric. So, symmetric means so A comma A belongs to A comma B belongs to R means B comma A also belongs to R. Then only we can say that is symmetric. But the given condition m related to n. Consider for m comma n means first one m related to n means what is the meaning? M minus n is equal to multiple of 12 means 12 into k. So, k we have to assume, okay, assume some integer, okay, some integer, okay. So, therefore, m related to n, the same condition m minus n is there. Each and every time into minus means what will happen? Positive m means we can take a negative m, minus n means plus n is equal to we can say minus 12k. Therefore, starting positive sign means n minus m is equal to 12 into minus k. See, so m minus n, m related to m means m minus n multiple of 12. At the same time opposite n minus m also we have multiple of 12. So, sign that is not an issue, we can neglect, that is not an issue. We have to take it what is the meaning, whatever it is m minus n or n minus m we have the proof of value multiple of 12. Therefore, definitely we can say n minus m we can write now n related to m. So, n related to m, therefore, it is symmetric. Then third condition, transitive, isn't it? Third condition. So, transitive I have taken for m comma n comma p. So, first one m related to n. What will happen? M related to n means m minus n is equal to 12k. So, k means some integer, isn't it? Some integer k. At the same time n related to p. So, n related to p means n minus p also k I have taken, consider for L. This is also some integer L, okay. Therefore, this is considered for equation number 1. This is considered for equation number 2. So, equation 1 plus 2 means what will happen? 1 plus 2, m related to n, m minus n. So, m minus n then plus n minus p is equal to 12k plus 12l. Therefore, minus n plus n cancel means m minus p is equal to 12 take common outside means k plus l. See, now m minus p is there. So, m minus n means m related to n, n minus p means n related to p. Therefore, m minus p means we can say this is called m related to p. Therefore, already we know what is the formula. The main condition for transitive A comma B belongs to R as well as B comma C also belongs to R means the connected pair, isn't it? What is the meaning? So A comma B, it belongs to R. At the same time, B comma C also belongs to R means that is connected pair means A and C. So A comma C, it belongs to R means it is called transitive. Therefore, definitely we can say M related to P means it is transitive. Therefore, reflexive also clear, symmetric also clear, at the same time transitive also over. Therefore, we can say R is an equivalence relation. Therefore, R is on equivalence relation. Okay, I will continue the next problem. So, I am moving to theorem 1.1. Check it in your book. Given clear points is that some important points. Theorem 1.1. What it's saying? The number of relation set containing m elements. The number of a relation set. Okay, I have considered for set of A. Set of A means number of elements. So number of A is equal to consider for m elements. At the same time given set of A containing n elements. So n elements means set of B. I have taken number of B is equal to n elements. Now what it's saying? The power of set elements is given 2 to the power mn. Already we know. So therefore A into B means what will happen? So A into B means m into n, isn't it? So m into n means what the answer will come? M and n. Therefore, so how to rewrite a number of subset actually? Number of subset of A into B means formula 2 power n. So 2 power A into B means we can say no. A into B what the value? M. So 2 to the power mn. Check it in your book. The given the points is clearly the power of elements 2 power mn. In then another one condition also is there. In particular, the number of relation on a set containing n elements means. So n elements means so A also same set as well as B also same. Therefore, so A is equal to B is equal to only m or n. I have considered for n means. So A also same, B also same means definitely n elements mean this is considered for number of subset of A into B. A into B means A also same set, B also same set. Therefore, we can say no, n into n means what the answer will come? N square. So, number of subset formula 2 to the power n. N means we have taken A also same, B also same element. Therefore, n into n means 2 to the power n square. So, theorem 1.1 saying the same points condition. Then continuation of the point. Proof also we have to show. The proof is there. Actually, let A and B set containing m and n. Okay, this is simple points. I am moving to that condition 1 and 2. Listen very carefully. This is already I proved. Check it in your book. Okay, theorem 1.1 first 2 condition it's there. Now the moving to another one point is there. How to prove? Taking A is equal to B means I have shown. A is equal to B means what the point we have the result, the number of relations set containing n elements means 2 to the power n square. Okay. Then another one condition is the number of reflexive relation on a set containing. We have proof 2 to the power n square minus 1 at the same time 2 to the power n square plus 1 by 2. Okay. Listen, I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is considered for n means so 1 into 1 definitely 1 comma 1. Then here definitely 2 comma 2. Then 3 and 3. Then 4 and 4. Then 5 and 5. Now so 1 into 2 isn't it? Then 1 and 3. Then 1 and 4 isn't it? 2 comma 1, then 2 already written, 2 comma 3 will come, then 2 comma 4, then same time 2 comma 5, then 3 comma 1, then 3 comma 2, then 3 comma 4, then 3 comma 5, then 4 comma 1, 4 comma 2, 4 comma 3, the last one 4 comma 5, again 5 comma 1, then 5 comma 2, then 5 comma 3, then 5 comma 4. So just consider for 5 into 5, isn't it? So 1 into 1, 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 4 into 4, 5 into 5. The first condition, what it's saying, the number of reflexive relation. Already you know what is the meaning of reflexive relation? For all. For all means the A belongs to R means, that is A comma A belongs to R means that is called reflexive. Therefore, what are the term is equivalent 1 comma 1 to the diagonal term, doublet form, isn't it? Sorry my dear. So 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4 and 5 comma 5. So dot dot dot, if you consider for 6 element means definitely one more box also will come, but we have taken consider for reflexive elements means 6 comma 6 only. 7 means 7 comma 7. Therefore we can say no dot 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 n comma n elements, isn't it? Dot 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 n to n elements. Therefore the number of reflexive means number of reflexive relation each and every time in single elements, no, single diagonal term, that is only one way, no. So 1 into then 2 to the power remaining the rest of the elements. What is the rest of the element? 2 to the power remaining. Here also n term is there, here also rest of the elements, opposite side also n term, here also n elements. Therefore n into n means definitely we can say no n square minus of, this is single time now, 1 2 3 4 5, it's moving on. This is single element means so that's a minus n. Therefore 1 into, why we are taking minus n? Because reflexive means except this term, no, except minus 1, this is single diagonal term. Therefore 1 into anything means value definitely 2 to the power n square minus 1. The first condition 2 to the power n square minus n. Then second one, the number of symmetric. What is the meaning of symmetric? So A comma B, it belongs to R means B comma A also belongs to R. Then only we can say it is symmetric. Therefore look at there remaining the term. This is 1 comma 2 means 2 comma 1. 1 comma 3 means 3 comma 1. 1 comma 4 means 4 comma 1. 1 comma 5 means 5 comma 1. So each and every time. So 3 comma 2 means 2 comma 3. 2 comma 4 means 4 comma 2. 2 comma 5 means 5 comma 2. So we have two different type of the symmetric. This is upper side triangle means this is definitely we can say lower side of triangle, symmetric form. Therefore this is how many ways possible? 2 ways possible. Therefore this is how to rearrange it, the term. So symmetric form, 2 power, the same condition, opposite side is there means definitely we can say 2 to the power n, sorry 2 to the power n, no, 2 to the power n into rest of the elements, again 2 to the power n square minus n. Why we are taking the minus n? Except this term, because symmetry except this term, but upper triangle and lower triangle, how many times is that? 2 times that. That's why we are taking divided by total elements. So divided by upper triangle 1, lower triangle 1. Therefore both of add means 2 times. Now already we know the condition a to the power m into a to the power n. Base will say means power we can equating now. Power equating means n plus n square minus n divided by 2. Therefore, sorry my dear, this is only one term, no. Therefore 2 into n means 2n plus n square minus n divided by 2. 2n minus n means n plus n square divided by 2. Therefore n square plus n divided by 2. This is our symmetric form. N square, here also 2 to the power, isn't it? Because a to the power n means a to the power m plus n. Here we can write now. This is 2 to the power consider, okay? Because base will same now. Here also 2 to the power means definitely 2 to the power. 2n minus n means n plus n square by 2. Therefore, we can write now 2 to the power n square plus n by 2. This is the way, okay. I will continue the exercise problem. Please stay on the line. Exercise 1.2, question number 1. Given 5 subdivision is there. So, one by one we can discuss the main condition. Discuss the following relation: reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Subdivision 1. The relation are defined on the set of all positive integer. So, positive integer, the condition m related to n means if m divides n, each and every term we have to check it. First, I am moving to reflexive. So, reflexive means the condition m related to n. What is the meaning? For all term a comma a belongs to R. So, a comma a condition m means definitely we can say m related to m. So, m related to m means m divided by m. Therefore, every elements, how to finish this line? Every elements divided by itself. So, condition A, 2 means 2 divided by 2, 3 means 3 divided by 3, then variables z means z divided by z, k means k divided by k, like that. So, every elements divided by itself means we can say it is reflexive. It is reflexive. Second one, symmetric. So, what is the meaning of symmetric? So, a comma b it belongs to R means b comma a also belongs to R. The given m related to n means we can write it m related to n means, so m divides n, isn't it? M divides n. So, m divides n means, example, m is equal to 10, n is equal to 5 is there, okay, n is equal to 5. So, m divides n means definitely 10 by 5 possible, isn't it? So, 10 by 5 we will get it true. So, okay, at the same time n related to m, isn't it? So, n related to m, how to rewrite actually, what is the meaning? N divides m. N divides m. So, n divides m means 5 by 10. We will get same value or different value. So, some fraction value will come, some fraction term will come, isn't it? Comparing the first term. Therefore, definitely we can say n divides m means definitely n does not related to m. Therefore, it is not symmetric. So, we will get it fraction term. Therefore, it is not symmetric. Third one, transitive. So, third one, transitive. Consider for m comma n comma p it belongs to z. All positive integer, no, condition for integer means the first term, what is the meaning? m related to n means condition m divides n. Therefore, m divided by n means consider for k means, next condition n related to p. So, n related to p means n divides p, isn't it? So, n divides p. Therefore, n by p, another one constant, okay, L. This is considered for 1, this is considered for true means 1 into true. What will happen? M divided by n into n divided by p means k into L, isn't it? Therefore, n cancel means m divided by p is equal to k into L. Therefore, m is equal to k L into p. Therefore, we can say no, m is equal to some multiple of p, isn't it? Therefore, m is equal to, so therefore, m is equal to multiple of, so multiple of p means definitely we can say no, m related to p. So, m related to n, this is connected pair means definitely m related to p means it is transitive. Okay, sometimes at the same question Whether it is an equivalence relation question is available means we can say it is not equivalence relation. Why? The second condition it's not satisfied. Reflexive also satisfied, at the same time transitive also satisfied, but reflex symmetric it's not satisfied. That's why we are saying it is not an equivalence relation. Okay, if there is available means that part after writing the same question, whether we have to say the final term equivalence relation or not means we can say it is not an equivalence relation. I will continue the subdivision true. Subdivision true. Let P denotes the set of all straight lines in a plane. The relation R is defined by L related to M, the main condition perpendicular. Okay, I am moving to first condition reflexive. So reflexive means definitely L related to M is there means we can say for all time means definitely we can write it L related to L only. So we can sure it is not possible. So it is not possible a line perpendicular. Okay, this is symbol perpendicular. So a line perpendicular to itself. Okay. Okay, perpendicular to itself. So it not possible means it is not reflexive. So definitely not possible, no. If you take one perpendicular line means this is one letter means this is another one letter. That's why we are saying it is not possible to a line to perpendicular to itself. Okay. I am moving to second one, symmetric. Now symmetric means L related to M means L related to M means we can write it L is perpendicular to M. At the same time M related to L means so M is perpendicular to L. So possible, no, because this is line M means this is line L. Therefore L related to M comparing means L is perpendicular to M. At the same time M is perpendicular to M means M is comparing means this is perpendicular to L. Therefore it is symmetric. Next one, transitive. So transitive means three times, isn't it? Consider for L, M and N. Okay. First L related to M means we can say L is perpendicular to M. At the same time M related to N means so M is perpendicular to N. This is we need to draw the diagram. Already L related to M is there, no? So L is perpendicular to M. This is considered for equation number 1 means the same time, okay, another one perpendicular line. This is M is there, but actually second one M is perpendicular to N. This is considered for N. So this is equation number 2 means from 1 and 2, look at very clearly. So from 1 and 2, this is 1 and 2 means, so at the same time L and N parallel, no. This is comparing from 1 and 2, L and N is parallel. So from 1 and 2, L and M is parallel. It's parallel. Therefore it is not transitive. Therefore here two condition is not satisfied, isn't it? Reflexive also not satisfied. At the same time transitive also not satisfied. Okay, I will continue subdivision third. Subdivision third condition, let A be consisting of all the member of family. So all the member of family means consider for father, mother, daughter and son. Okay. Now the relation are defined by A related to B. A is not sister of B. Not, okay. Condition you have to keep in your mind, not. So A is sister of B. It's not a question. Actually, A is not a sister of B. I'm moving to condition number 1, reflexive. So what is the meaning of reflexive? So definitely A related to A, isn't it? So A related to A. Definitely the condition, definitely not possible now. I say only one man means definitely not a possible to at the same person. That's why A is not a sister of. So A is not a sister itself, isn't it? Sister itself. The condition also not no. Therefore we can say no, it is reflexive. Definitely father it's not a sister of father itself. Mother is also not a mother of itself. Daughter also it's not possible to itself. That's why I can say it is reflexive. Second term, symmetric. Okay. Consider for father is a not a sister of mother. Clear. Mother is a not a sister of daughter. Okay. At the same time, father is a not a sister of daughter. At the same time, daughter is a not a sister of father. Okay, clear. The first 3 condition is comparing means clear. But next 2 cases, that is daughter and son. What will happen? First related D or D related to yes, the daughter and son. Definitely we can say daughter is not a sister of son. Okay, first condition statement is true. Statement is true. But second one, change it. Son related to daughter. So, son, possible, no? Son is a sister of daughter. Son is a sister of daughter. Therefore, statement false, no? Statement is false. Okay. Therefore, it is not symmetric. Okay. Next one, last one, transit, isn't it? So, transitive, the same condition, father, mother, daughter and son. So, consider for FMD means what will happen? Definitely we can say father is a not a sister of mother, clear. At the same time, mother is a not a sister of daughter, clear. Then father is a not a sister of daughter. Okay, the first 3 condition is clear. Next 3 cases, look at there. Mother is a not a sister of daughter, clear. Daughter is a not a sister of son. That is also possible. But first and last, mother is a not a sister of son. Okay, clear. But just interchange these 3 condition. Consider for DMS, that is daughter, because possible, no, daughter and mother and son. First one considering D to M, that is D related to M. What will happen? Daughter is a not a sister of mother. Daughter is not a sister of mother. Okay, statement is correct, no? Statement is true. Then at the same time comparing mother and son. So M related to S. Mother is not a sister of son. This is also statement is true. Third one, this is connected term means D and S, isn't it? D related to S. Daughter, possible, no? Daughter is a sister of son. Daughter is a sister of son. Therefore, Statement is false. Statement is false. It is not transitive. Okay, so I will continue subdivision 4. So next session, okay, so please listen, my dear students. So I am moving to some important questions. I hope you are satisfied in this session. If you have any doubt, please put in comment box. I am ready to clarify your doubts. Okay, I will continue the next session. Bye bye.